Twitter reactions: Nitish Rana, Rahul Tripathi shine as KKR opened the tournament with a comprehensive win over SRH. Pandey deposited Russell for a 6-over mid-wicket on the last ball but could not evade a 10-run loss for his side. Kolkata Knight Riders started their IPL 2021 journey with a 10-run win over Sunrisers Hyderabad. Out on a dry, grassless surface of Chennai, Sunrisers Hyderabad skipper David Warner inserted Kolkata Knight Riders to bat. It only took a ball for Nitish Rana to suggest that he was in his zone as he drove Bhuvaneshwar Kumar past mid-off for a boundary. He followed that with a couple of boundaries off Sandeep Sharma's next as the bowler overcooked things a tad bit, giving just enough room to the southpaw to open his arms. By the end of the power play, KKR raced a 50 unscathed, with 8 boundaries, which included a hat-trick of 4s by Rana off Sharma's second over. Not once until SRH introduced Rashid Khan did either Rana or Gill, who added 53 off 42 for the first wicket, face any problems. Although doing what he is known to do, Rashid struck in the very first over of his spell as Gill failed to read his googly and got his off-stump knocked down. KKR manages 187 despite a mini-collapse while Gill was sedate and ensured to give Rana most of the strike. The new man, Rahul Tripathi, was at his fluent best as he joined Rana to launch a double-sided attack. Gill's wicket did halt the scoring momentarily, although any pressure built was released in 14-run 10th over, where Tripathi smacked a boundary before Rana brought up his half-century through a maximum over backward square. The duo kept the attack on, targeting both Mohammad Nabi and Vijay Shankar, while Rashid kept things tight from the other end. KKR seemed well on track of launching themselves past the 200 mark when Rana and Tripathi partnered to smoke Bhuvaneshwar Kumar for 3 4s and a 6 in 15th over, which fetched them 19. However, the tide changed when T Natarajan struck in the following over to remove Tripathi soon after he reached his half-century. Rashid Khan then struck as Andrea Russell holed out to Manish Pandey, while Mohammad Nabi removed both Rana and Ian Morgan on consecutive deliveries to reduce KKR to 160/5 from 145/1. A late flourish from Dinesh Karthik, who smashed 2 4s and a 6 in his 9-ball 22 took the Riders to 187/6, though it was much lesser than what they paid set for. Chestau Pandey steady SRH after a nervy start given the aggressive instincts that Wriddhiman Saha showed last year. He was chosen as the opener alongside David Warner. The move, however, did not materialize tonight. KKR's latest inclusion, Harbhajan Singh, opened with the new ball, and he would have had Warner had Pat Cummins not grasped a chance at point. The drop did not prove too costly as Prasidh Krishna cramped the skipper for room and Karthik grabbed a well-carried catch behind in the next over. Saha, while trying to cut one too close to his body, dropped on, off Shakib Al Hasan in the next over to leave his side 10/2. Despite the early loss of 2 key batsmen, Johnny Bairstow and Manish Pandey refused to give up as they joined for a partnership that SRH desperately needed. Bairstow, who was adjudged the player of the series in the recent ODI series against India, carried his good form as he belted Shakib Al Hasan for a 6 and smothered Andrea Russell for 2 4s and a maximum in the 8th over. Bowlers take KKR home runs started to come at a fair clip as Pandey got into his groove too, picking boundaries at regular intervals apart from rotating strike. Having recovered well after a jittery start, the 93-run stand was broken when Cummins got Bairstow caught at point in the 13th over. 3 overs later, Krishna got his second scalp of the night as Mohammad Nabi holed out to the man at cover. A brief 19-run partnership between Vijay Shankar and Manish Pandey followed, but the former's attempt to clear the fielder could only reach as far as Morgan at long off. Abdul Samad heaved a couple of lusty blows off Cummins in the 18th, although 22 runs from the last over was always a tall ask. Pandey deposited Russell for a 6-over mid-wicket on the last ball but could not evade a 10-run loss for his side. Here's how Twitter reacted: Has Draras matched his spikes to his hair, or his hair to his spikes? IPL 2021 Congratulations at Riders, well played boys. Please save the trees and nature. Please subscribe to our channel. Thank you.